Welcome everybody. What up, what up, what up? We're gonna jump right on into it. I wanted to start by saying this channel is going to start off very, in a basic way. I want to make sure that people are able to understand and get a grasp, sense of, the basics of monies, basics of what CPI means, Consumer Price Index. What is credit best used for? How can we leverage credit? If you would like to invest, what would you like to invest in? If you're not sure, what would you be possibly thinking of? There's real estate investment, there's stock market investment. You can invest in mutual funds or Roth IRA accounts. There's a slew of them. You may even have some investment going through your job, your 401ks. And I would just say generally, you want to pick things that's going to have a appreciation, higher than what inflation is giving up right now. Let's just say if inflation is at, over 5%, then if you have a traditional savings account, then what would make you think that a traditional savings account, I don't even know any traditional savings account that even give over 1.5%, even give, if that much. And even with that being said, if it's over 5%, you're already losing 3.5% in interest yearly. So if you have $100,000 in there and it's just sitting, you're going to lose 3.5% on your money if that's the case. Just using an example. So I want you to understand that there's means and options that you could utilize to, leverage that for a very, very, very small fee. There's, ways that you could possibly use your brokerage account through your trading accounts, whether it be Webull, TradingView, Robinhood, etc. But you could utilize some of those platforms to, throw some additional monies in there. And I believe right now, Webull is actually giving not an extra, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. They're actually giving 5% on your money that's not being utilized. So your money that's still just sitting in your account, your settled money that's sitting in your account, the unused money that you have sitting there can grow a average of 5% yearly now. So that's a smart thing to, think about as well. Think about where else you would be able to make 5% on your money, 10% on your money, 12% on your money. I mean, you're going to have to do some research. And that's why I'm creating this page to help educate people on things that I think that through my knowledge of doing mortgages and helping families, doing refinances, purchases throughout my career, and broke away from it for a little while and coming back and seeing so many people that were still so uneducated in the finance realm, whether it be just the basics of finance, whether it be learning about purchasing homes. They still don't have a clear understanding of, how interest rates work and what's necessary to start businesses and what's necessary to maybe have a startup if you have very low income. There's a lot of different ways, but the one thing I want you to do here with the Dollar Diplomat is I want you all to start thinking outside of the box. I want you to think. I want you to first start with yourself as well. I want you to sit there, and if you can give yourself 2 to 3% to get better a day, I think that would be definitely effective. You know what I mean? If you could say, let me try to transition, learn something else, apply something that's going to help me grow financially, educationally, however it may be at that moment or what your goals may entail. You need to push forward and set forth some type of schedule to stay on it so that you are scaling down the learning curve in a sense. Like if something may take you 5 years, you might want to try to, get on it and utilize 2.5 hours. utilize 2.5 years. Me personally, I study a lot daily. I study probably 2.5, 3 hours in the morning, in between my jobs and things I have to do. If it's not something that has to do with my family, I'm probably tending to either our current business, or I'm tending to something that hopefully I'm going to be able to start that's going to generate some additional funds, whether it be a new business or a new business idea. But all of this stuff, at the end of the day, this takes hard work. You're going to have to put your feet down. You're going to have to stand up. You're going to have to, if you feel like complaining about it, hey, you get 15 minutes here. Dollar Dividend, that's how we do stuff. You got to complain, man, turn to a corner, give yourself 15 minutes. After that, shake out of it, because nothing is going to come from it. You're just going to add yourself and go and prolong the great ideas that you have sitting around in your head, and you won't be able to get them out clearly because you'll be frustrated and redirected with other things that are not as important. Again, we do have to take care of ourselves, and having a solid support system and a clear mind going into educating yourself or learning things is really important. Some people don't have the luxury of having as much time, of having quiet time alone as much. You might have kids or things like that. There are ways. Put headphones in, man. Get to your tablet. Get to do a laptop. Find a way, to make these things happen. And I try to tell people, like, you see people that are out here, and I think the reason why people get distracted is because they see people and they want to adjust their lives based on what they see. And you might not want to do that. That might not be the smartest idea, because you don't understand why people have what they have, how they got what they got, and what they plan on doing with it. You can see somebody flying by in a Ferrari, and you see people like, wow, man, I wish I had one. Not knowing that they trying to find the next stop sign to wrap that Ferrari around, because they going crazy because of all the things that they're trying to do and put together and be so successful. I would just say a hint to that is, I would like to be successful, very successful, but at a cost of time versus money. Not cost of my family versus money. So, because if it's one or the other, I'm going to pick my family, because that's what I'm trying to create some generational wealth for, so that I don't have to work as hard, and I can utilize my intelligence and resources to generate some money that allows me to buy back my time, meaning I don't have to physically be somewhere from 9 to 5 or 11 to this or whatever. I can utilize my time and buy my time best way I see fit for my day. And that would be spending more time with my family, with my kids, and growing with them in a whole, instead of being gone a vast majority of that time. Because I want you to get that. People who, are super achievers understand that they give up a lot, that they're not home very much, that I don't know what kind of partner they may be. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just trying to, be real. I grew up in the 80s, which was what we called the key latch kids. Our parents wasn't home. We kind of had to do a lot more responsible things at very young ages. So I'm saying that to say, like, you got to put yourself in a position where, as though, information, people, resources, try to acquire a plan for yourself, and get out here, because times are not like they used to be. People are less savvy than they used to be. People are less, in my personal opinion, some are educated in certain ways more, but less educated in other ways. So again, I just want to bring everybody together. Ask questions, man. Bounce information off each other. If you know somebody, post their stuff. If you have somebody that has great information, whether it be due to finances, stock market, anything in reference to finance, whether it's family either, this is here to help people grow, and I'm here to help grow with you all. So together, I think we could be very, very successful with sharing tips and knowledge along the way. And everything isn't going to work for everyone, but I tell you what, you only need to win once. Don't be, scared of failure, because it's going to come. And the only way you learn and get better from anything is from making mistakes and doing things wrong. The better you understand that, then you're not so harsh on your learning curve. You're going to get some things wrong. It's going to get frustrating, but take some time away, go do something for yourself, go get some air, do whatever you have to do, but come back to it with a fresh mind, willing to adjust whatever it is that you need to adjust so that you can achieve the goal that you need to. Again, ask for help. Look for people in that field. Go on social media. Go in groups. Find other information as well. I have a weekly newsletter that I just started. It's on Substack, thedollardiplomat.substack. You can also find it under Terene Brown's Substack. So, it's information out here, and it's ways for us to become more and more educated and financially free based on opportunities that are presenting themselves daily. So, if you guys have any questions, leave comments down in the comment section. If you are ready to get some value out of your life, out of your circumstances, hit key markers in your life. This is not jumping from A to Z here. This is going from A to uppercase A, to a B, to a uppercase B. We're taking incremental steps to get the progress that we need. I would say that having a baseline that is an achievable goal is better than having some astronomical thing that's going to deter you daily. Start small with things and achieve those things and grow as you go. And as you hit your pinnacles, then you start moving the marker for yourself, because you always want to be progressing. You always want to be moving forward regardless. But remember, take care of yourself, take care of your friends, take care of your family. And again, the Dollar Diplomat, we out.